Shut up and sit down.
Namaste, friends. I'm Simon.
I'm Ellie.
And before we even get started with our silly reaction video, we just wanted to acknowledge for a moment the terrible COVID-19 pandemic situation in India, and really just first of all wanted to wish our Indian viewers and their family all the best. You're in our thoughts, and we really are hoping that you're all safe and well out there. It looks terrible right now. And if there's anything we can do other than just helping distract you for 10 to 15 minutes a day by reacting to movie trailers, then we will. And one of the things, if anyone out there has a couple of spare dollars or pounds or rupees in their pocket, there's an organization called Asia, give2asia.org, who basically collect money and distribute it to various charities in India to buy things like masks and ventilators and safety equipment to really help people who desperately need it right now. So we'll put the link in our description down there. And as I say, we're trying to distract you from all of that with our own brand of silliness as best we can. So as usual tonight, the same as every night, we're being surprised by you guys, our viewers, who have recommended we watch teasers and trailers to upcoming movies and film our silly reactions to those.
So what do we have coming up next?
Well, next up we have a biographical movie which is being filmed in both Hindi and Telugu that's coming out on July 2nd. Now, this movie is going to be called Major, and it's based on the real-life story of Major Sandeep Unnikrishnan, who lost his life in the 2008 Mumbai terror attacks, which are sometimes referred to as 26/11. And if that sounds too familiar to you if you're in the US, based on 9/11, this is a very similar story. We in the United States remember 9/11 because it was a coordinated terrorist attack against multiple targets. This was very similar. It ran over several days. There were 10 terrorists who carried out 12 terrorist attacks across Mumbai. So I'm not expecting too many dance numbers, too much comedy in this. I'm expecting this to be quite a dramatic, heavy-going tale. But we've been surprised before, so I'm not betting any money on knowing what to expect out of this trailer. As I said, it releases on July 2nd as well, so we don't have too long to wait. I'm assuming we'll see a full trailer soon. But for now, we're going to check out the teaser for Major. If you want to see what we think about it, hang around until the end. But for now...
Let's go.
Let's go!
Miss Sandeep, do you copy me? Are you there?
Wow.
Oh, man.
What does it mean to be a soldier? Soldier ఎందుకు కావాలనుకుంటారా? దేశభక్త. వాళ్ళని ఏమంటారు?
పేట్రియట్స్ నాన్న. పేట్రియట్స్ అంటారు. నన్ను బార్డర్లో ఆర్మీ ఎలా ఫైట్ చేయాలి, ఇండియా క్రికెట్ మ్యాచ్ ఎలా గెలవాలి అందరూ ఆలోచిస్తారు. అది దేశభక్తే. దేశాన్ని ప్రేమించడం, వాళ్ళని కాపాడటం సోల్జర్ పని.
Oh my god. Wow. Jeez.
Major, how many are there? Major Sandeep, are you there?
Don't come up. I'll handle them.
Whoa. Wow. So I guess at least I was right. It doesn't look like a ton of dancing or comedy in this one. Looks like a pretty serious subject, and quite rightly so. Man, what did you think of the teaser for Major?
It looks incredible. You can tell it's got a really solid budget from the set pieces that we saw, the explosions, and the stunts that we saw too. And it's good that they are investing so much in telling such an important story, and the way they're handling it as well, with kind of giving it that depth, but you can still feel the human impact of what happened as well.
Yeah. Yeah, and I feel like it's a really difficult job making a movie that deals with something as traumatic as, multiple days of terrorist attacks in a massive city. And, we've seen the same. We live just 20 minutes from New York City. We could see Ground Zero. And people, it's now, 20 years later, and people still feel that in their DNA. It's still a really, really moving thing. So to take a subject like that so many people feel so emotionally invested in, and to turn it into a dramatic action biographical movie, wow, you could either do it very well or you could do it terribly. I feel like there's no middle ground in there, and looks to me like this thankfully is hitting the note and doing things very respectfully. One thing that's actually really jumped out at me through most of the videos that we've done and interacting with so many viewers in our comments and our premieres is just how patriotic people in India really are, and for good reason. You've got a history that stretches back thousands of years of recorded history. You've got bravery and deeds that have been done over the centuries that are worth being proud of. And even just things like the colors in the flag, I had no clue how meaningful they were to Indian people, and how much pride there is in the army and the people who serve in the army. And this movie, more than anything, seems to capture that, the talk of patriotism and what it means to be a soldier, and just how selfless it is to put your life on the line against these invisible terrorists who, how are you going to catch them? You don't even know who they are and where they are, and they don't follow any rules of engagement, and all they want to do is hurt innocent people. So I love that this is going to touch on both the patriotism aspect, but also the servitude and the heroism of being in the army. So wow, I'm sure there are a ton of people in India right now, and certainly a ton of people have recommended we check this out, but I'm sure there are a ton of people in India right now who are really, really looking forward to seeing Major. So unfortunately, you're going to have to wait until July 2nd to see Major. Hopefully we're going to see a full trailer for it before that. But of course, you're not going to have to wait very long to see us again, because you know how often we do this.
Every day.
Every day, indeed. And we hope we can distract you from miserable events. And as I said earlier, we really, really hope that all of you in India and your families, or anywhere you are in the world, but particularly those people in India where things are catastrophic right now, we really hope that you and your families are all safe and well. So we will see you next time, friends, on the next Dork Trailer Ambush.
Peace out, nerds.
Bye.
Shut up and sit down.